Hey friends, welcome into my Makeup Love office. Today I'm doing part 2 of Help. My foundation is flaking, creasing, it's patchy, it's peeling, it's not doing what I want it to do. Now, last time we talked about skincare and how important that is in order to get your foundation to give you that perfect, smooth, flawless finish. If you don't take good care of your skin, it doesn't matter how expensive your foundation is, it's not going to do a good job. So don't think that by going out and buying, a more expensive foundation or something that your dermatologist recommended that it's going to be better for you. Because if you're not taking good care of your skin, you're still not going to get the look that you want. Now, today I want to talk about a couple of other tips about getting your foundation to really be smooth on your face. My first topic I want to talk about is primer. And I've got two here that I like to use. This one's by e.l.f. and this one is by Celestia, and this one is a luminous primer, so it gives you a little bit of a glow to it. Primers are important, and it's not just that your beauty influencer or someone like me is trying to sell you an extra product. Believe me, when I first got started delving into makeup pretty heavily, I always thought, yeah, that's just another product they want you to buy because they want you to spend more money and it's going to be more commission for them. So they're just pushing an extra product on you. I found out that's not true. Primer really does have a role in your overall look. Just like you would not paint your walls of your house without using a primer first, it's the same with your face. You're going to have patchy or dry areas. You're going to have areas that have more oil. You're going to have an uneven skin texture on your face. Let's face it, nobody's got perfectly smooth skin. So by using a primer first, you're going to help level that playing field, so to speak. You're going to level things out and create a much smoother surface for your foundation to stick to. And that's going to allow not only for you to have that nice smooth looking skin, but it's going to allow your foundation to last longer throughout the day because it's got something to cling to. It's got something to adhere to, and it's going to, create a nice long lasting finish for you. The next thing I want to talk about are tools that you use to apply your foundation. Now, I'm not saying one of these is better than the other. It totally depends on you and your skin. A lot of women like to use their fingers. A lot of women like to take their foundation, apply it directly to their face. A lot of women like to go ahead then and use their fingers to spread it out. That's perfectly fine if it gives you the look that you want. I find that my fingers are just like the rest of me. They're really, really dry. They're often cracked on my fingerprints. They're not nice and smooth, so that when I'm doing this, I'm leaving streaks behind because my fingers are just not the right surface to be smoothing out that foundation on my skin. I prefer a kabuki brush, and I prefer to use a tapping motion like this rather than doing this. Again, I feel like that leaves streaks behind, whereas if I pat it and give it time to absorb in, I feel like I get a better finish. Now, I know a lot of women like to use a sponge. I feel like I lose a lot of product in the sponge. The sponge absorbs my product and I don't get as much on my face. I do like to use a sponge with a little bit of setting spray on it so it's a little bit damp when I'm using any of my concealer, my contour, my correctors, because then I feel like I can just pat that and blend it in with a sponge that's a little bit damp. But you do what works best for you. Use your fingers, use a kabuki brush, use a sponge, use other types of brushes. Experiment and see what works best for you. But realize that your tool is going to make a difference as well. Finally, it's your foundation type. If you're a woman like me, over 50, postmenopausal, you've got very dry skin, you're probably going to have more success with a foundation that is a liquid or a cream base. You're probably not going to have a lot of success with a powder. Powders tend to settle in fine lines and creases. They tend to accentuate our wrinkles, and throughout the day, they're just going to settle and they're going to give us a creasing, cracking look that's just not what we're looking for. So again, talk to your esthetician, talk to your dermatologist, talk to them about your skin type, and talk to them about what's going to work best for you. Maybe you're over 50 and your skin is still a bit oily. Maybe a powder will work for you. However, I'm finding that for me, that's not the best choice. A cream or a liquid foundation is going to work a lot better. So experiment with your foundation type. Make sure that you're not using the wrong one, and that's not the issue. It's not that you're not buying a good foundation. It may just be that you're using the wrong one. All right, those are my tips for today for help. My foundation is not looking good. So give these tips a try and see if they help you. As always, if you enjoyed this tutorial, I hope you'll give me a like and a share. Hit that bell so you know when I have a new video out. I appreciate you being here. Until next time, see ya.